It's like I'm in a dream and I can't run fast. And when I wake up, all day been feeling dumb mad. We were born on this earth with just one task: communicate, duplicate, and just last. How you find the time to hate with your punk ass? If you try to stop my wave, then I'm gon' crash. Why they want smoke? I got blunt ash, and I still stay on point like a thumbtack. I remember buying trees by the dub sack. Now I'm vibing with the queen in the love shack. Life's a movie and it's only been like one act. Getting older, still wondering where the fun at. I was born in CT, but I'm from Mass. My father keeps asking me when I'll come back. Honestly, man, I really just need one plaque. Or a Grammy when would probably make me relax. Stuck in this game, I'm stuck in emotions. To catch a wave, I might jump in the ocean. Since a kid, had a vision of greatness. It's much harder when you live in the matrix. Stuck in this game, I'm stuck in emotions. To catch a wave, I might jump in the ocean. Since a kid, had a vision of greatness. It's much harder when you live in the matrix. This is life, it's not heaven, it gets hella scary. I'ma keep writing my story till it's legendary. Sometimes looking in the mirror feels like Bloody Mary. Game will leave you high and dry just like Ashy Larry. You could really reach your dreams, it's not imaginary. I had to clean up my act, it wasn't sanitary. If you don't, it gets colder than a January. Sometimes I feel my feet are shackled like a Mary. The perfect timing is now. The best way to manifest is writing it down and recite it out loud. Welcome back. It's a little dark. It's a little dark right now, but I kind of like it like that for now. You know, I could probably shed some light on this situation a little bit at a time, like a little glow, right? Actually, you know what? Let's do this first. Let's do this one first. Let's shed some light. Let's shed some light. Day 76. Day 76. I use the 76 logo like the gas station. I thought this would like show more of the green light, but it's still cool. It was either that or the 76ers logo, but I don't know. I just felt this was like more LA, even though they probably have 76 everywhere. Still a little dim on the cam. Let's see. I'll go like that. You know, of course we can. Yeah. It's a little bright. Hold up. I like it dark. Yeah, I like my streams looking like a horror movie. Oh, what up, Ty? What up, Ty? Ty in the chat. Ty in the chat. It's day 76. It's just it's honestly calm. Like, yeah, see this shit, every time I go to a different stream, it's like it wants to play my shit fucking fucked up. My OBS. I don't know. I gotta clear some space on this computer because it's like my CPU usage should be around 6 just sitting here, and it's at like 7.2. So it's all good. Low sound, really? It shouldn't be that sound that low. Unless I hold on. Shouldn't be that low. Yeah, everything is on. It does look a little low though. Lower than usual. But it's the same shit. Unless I there's one mic lower than the other. I feel like I'm talking low too because I'm low energy. Hold on, let's see this one. Yo. Yeah, it's about the same. I'm doing the same thing. Nothing's changed. Same setup. Here, let me see. Hear it on the phone. Here, let me see. Hear it on the phone. Yeah, that's about right. Here, let me see. That's about how it always sounds. Anyway, okay, let me get this spam out of here on Kick. How do I ban? Fuck them. Yeah, tonight is one of those nights. I encourage all trolls, shit talkers. You can come in here, talk shit. Tonight is that night. It's day 76. What would it be without, the gas? You know what I'm saying? Started off right. Thank you for the blur at that perfect time, camera. I don't know. I didn't really want that, but that was kind of convenient. Shit has a mind of its own. But what's going on with y'all, though? What's going on with y'all? I'm waiting for the trolls to come in. Maybe I went on too late. Sometimes they do come in at random times. This is one of those streams. It's a consistency stream, of course. Like, because this weekend is going to be mostly IRL. It's not going to be here, basically. So, you might see some hotel shit. You might see some IRL shit, some different city shit. But it's not going to be this. The only thing that's going to be similar is maybe my overlay at the bottom in the chat. But everything else is going to be its own thing. Celebrating Monique's birthday. San Diego. If anybody is on, if Savrosa is on, I've been trying to get in contact with that fool. I meant to hop on his live and talk some shit, but I didn't have the time. Yo, Aiden Ross, XQC, and Mr. Beast were doing a legendary stream on Kick right now. I think they still are. They were raising 5 million. They hit that, and then they raised it to 8 million. So I think it's like the most money ever raised on a stream, and it's for I think it's called like Project Water, something like that. But it's like getting clean water to people in need. So it's like every dollar gives people one person clean water for a year. So thought that was dope. They've been on stream for hours, and those are heavy hitters. XQC, Aiden, Mr. Beast. I was actually surprised because I thought that Mr. Beast actually seems cool. Like, I wasn't sure if it was like that. He's like very in control of his image and would like want everything edited. But seeing him in like real time, it's like, oh, he's actually cool. He would be a good streamer if he did it all the time. But that's what I was tapped into. That took way too much of my time. Watching that shit, but they were doing cool shit. It was like a Mr. Beast video times like streaming humor, so it was like challenges, and it looked like big money to me going into that shit. It looked like big money. We gotta figure out what we're gonna be drinking this weekend. If it was up to me, we'd be drinking Henny, of course, but I'll drink whatever, though. We're gonna be having fun, though. Huh? What? Oh, yeah, she's watching me on live while in the same room as me. You might as well just, jeez.
She's got in the other room.
It's awkward. I'm shy. Man. Well, that's not parasocial. That's like just social. It's like I'm talking about you, third person, but you can like hear me if you take the headphones off, but like you hear me in a delay on the stream. Hey, this shit's going off. I think I'm gonna go to episode 100, and then the level 2 for episode 100 will be where I start actually sharing on my
social media to try to generate more views that way. Because I'm still not sharing on my social media unless I get like a really, really dope stream. Even still, like some of the dopest ones I haven't shared on my social media, only like one or two. So I'll probably start doing that, you know, maybe start doing like the little posters or flyers for the stream coming up. Or like at least like the like generic graphic that I can post on a story that's like I'm live or something. I gotta figure that one out. I gotta figure that out. Or like doing the little story before, like while you either right before you spark up or right when you're online, like yo, I'm on live right now. Come check in on, you know, give the 3 little links or some shit. So that'll probably be after episode 100 or around there, like 100 something, or like a little bit before. Yeah, where I'll start actually promoting because I do want the numbers to go up, but I do like the idea of this shit growing organically. Pause. I do.
Pause.
I do like the idea of it growing organically because even like my boy hit me up. He just told me today. He's like, yeah, I've been tapping into the streams, and I'm assuming I didn't ask him where he's watching it, but I would assume that he's watching on YouTube because that's what everybody has is the YouTube. So, you know, I don't want to push it down people's throats. Pause. I rather, yeah, fuck, scon. I don't want to push it down people's throats. I rather either you're into it or not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like cool. Yeah, I could push a video. I could push a video. But are those people going to come back? You know what I'm saying? It takes a certain person that's going to keep coming back. So it's like it's not even worth their one view or like the extra 20 views on a video for people that are not going to actually be interested. I want people that watch my shit to be into streaming so they know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know what somebody's talking about out of context, that shit can look weird as fuck to somebody that doesn't actually know what's going on. So I want my viewers to be people that just like streaming. So I don't have to translate what I'm saying. I can speak in streamer internet terms. I can speak about things that most streamers would know about. You know what I'm saying? It might take me a little bit longer to get there, but I think it'll be loyal and consistent. Shout out Monique for banning Scon. BKS, aka Ty, timed out Scon for the spam, but Monique was the pit bull that went and just banned that bot because clearly it is a bot. So W Monique, W Ty, W mods. I got more mods than followers. I got more mods than viewers. Bruh, you gotta relax. You gotta relax. My mods are my audience, my audience, my audience. But anyway, it is what it is. Appreciate the support. What was I even talking about? I forgot exactly what I was talking about, but it's all good. Why did I name this one Shoot for the Moon? Well, feel like everybody's watching crypto right now. So I think everybody's wishing for that pop, that euphoria, that third leg up. That sounds kind of crazy too. But yeah, that third leg up, you know, just that one final one. Shit, is the one thing I know about stocks. Sometimes you're too late. Is what you're waiting for. Sometimes already happened, and that's the scary part about it because it's just like then you just keep waiting. Like, oh no, it's gonna go, and then it's like, oh, it's going down. But no, I believe in this one. I feel like it might pop tonight, low key. That'd be nice. Like those 4 a.m. vibes. Cause it's already Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Ew. We'll see. Or it could pop over the weekend too. That would suck. And that's my luck too. Like I'll be like so consumed in my stream that I won't. That's why I told my homie Gerard, we got to get Gerard on the stream. I've been saying that for a minute. I was like, yo, if XRP or whatever starts popping and like you text me some rocket ships and I don't respond, please call me. Cause I might just not be paying attention. Please call me. I'm gonna be trying to watch it, but because I will not respond with nothing if I see that shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's a good chance I did not see this. So prayer emojis for crypto. We want to see that crypto pop at least one good more time, and because Because that shit gets cold. You gotta wait like 1 to 5 years after that shit pops sometimes. So at least a year sometimes. 6 months sometimes, but usually. Yeah. So they're saying this crypto cycle is supposed to end around January. So the pop could be anywhere between basically today and January. You know, what's crazy is like this shit was supposed to happen around January last time. So this shit just keeps happening. But I'm ready to sell my bag. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I'll sell my bag and get another one. I'm ready. I'm so ready to sell this fucking bag. Multiple bags. Bags of crypto. Get some little money. Get a little bag. Get a new place. Be happy. You know what I'm saying? Those are my goals. Get the fuck out of here. Take this shit to the next level. But, you know, I gotta have that liquid. I got some shit, but I need more. I need more. I need more. Today is day 76. Yesterday was day 75. I kind of wish I did something a little more special with 75, but it was okay. It is what it is. Hold on. Thursday, Friday. I don't know what I'm gonna do Friday actually. That'll be interesting. But so 77 is Friday. That's just a good day. I like that number. And then so it's day 78 will be Saturday, which is interesting. And day 79 will be Sunday, 78, 79. That's interesting. It doesn't seem that special now, but you'll see. Legendary episodes in this lore and universe coming, you know, unless, you know, whatever, you know, God forbid, but, you know, that's why I don't exactly want to say what I'm doing, because you know, that energy can present itself, and I'm not trying to have it, you know. I want it to be like, okay, cool, like, boom, this is what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you guys? It's kind of quiet in the chat, but, you know, I don't blame you. Everybody go follow Kemet Comic, Kemet Comic, COMIC, at Kemet Comic on TikTok, Instagram. Do those at least. Especially on TikTok, there's the new Kemet dance trend, which I played a couple times on here, but if you do one of those dance trends and then DM and then say, you know, Kyle from stream, I will give you a surprise. I don't know what that is, and maybe I won't. I might be lying, but just do it and see. It could be worth it. I swear my obsession is like add in the metadata to my VODs. It's my favorite thing to do is when that shit processes and you can like, well, if you have premium, you can, you could chat with YouTube about your YouTube video. I went back and watched some old shit and asking about like some back in the day shit, some 2005, 2006 YouTube shit. Probably it wasn't around 2005, but 2006 YouTube shit. And it's like summarizing the video. My other good thing that I've been fucking with is the AI on Google. AI on Google knows who I am. I'm not gonna lie. And that's because of publishing metadata to YouTube. Those transcripts go crazy. Every video is pretty much gonna have a transcript unless there's a lot of music in it, but sometimes you can force it. But it's like the importance of even just like sitting in front of your camera and just like talking and telling your life story is worth it. It's worth publishing that on YouTube because the transcript will pick it up. And then now just, you know, especially if you phrase it in the right way, my name is Kyle Young, I'm da-da-da-da-da, I was born here, da-da-da, this is just some shit that I worked on. It can start to, it's like it matters. It's like it seemed like a lot of the shit didn't really matter, but now it really does, because now it's not like about who's heard of you or who knows you. The information is there, it's locked in, and there's a certain way to write your captions and your descriptions where it's like you're just making it fully descriptive. You're giving full context and a narrative, a story. So then when you go into AI and ask it questions, it actually knows shit about you. It's kind of crazy. I was asking it some deep shit, like, and it just knows it from context, titles, descriptions, and it can just do it so fast. Like, I'm asking it, like, about projects I worked on with my boy Gerard, like, it knows him, and I'll be like, does Kyle Young know Gerard the Renison? And I'll be like, yeah, they worked together on the Kyle and Gerard show, and I'm like, damn, like, this shit's wild. And that's like a little project we just started, like, we're starting to pick up legs, but so it's there, it's on there, it's online, it's text. That fucking text goes such a long way. So it's like, tell your story for real. And I used to hate long descriptive captions and shit. Like, I would be the one that would put like one word when I post a post, but it's like the computer can't tell what that shit is. It's gotta know. Strange. It's strange. So, and it's only gonna get smarter. I don't know if it can like see things, if it can like analyze frames. Like, I know AI can do that, but when it can start doing that, where it doesn't even really need the text to like figure out what a video is about, just by like, that's where it's gonna get crazy too. That's where it's gonna get crazy. Ty made a good announcement today that he's about to be on a food truck at the I think it said R&B festival on Pratt Street. That's gonna be lit. We were on Pratt Street. That's the street we were on when we were doing the stream in Hartford, where the dude was like talking to us a lot and saying he was doing all these things. That was Pratt Street. It's kind of like the street that seems like it's closed off, I guess permanently now, or at least for the summer, where it's just like an old Market Street, not Market Street, not to be confused with Market Street, but just like a little preserved, small little street where there's like shops and stuff on, right in downtown LA. So that's gonna be lit. That other stream was fire. Fire. Yo, Ty, you still here? Let me know. I want to talk to you about something. Let me know if you're still tuned in. Yo, so, okay. Tell me this right quick, and you can answer how you want. Were you frustrated on the food truck when the homie moved your camera? Because I felt like you were. When you changed your camera angle. It seemed like you were resistant, and then he like did it like low key when you weren't there, and you came back and you were trying to play cool, but it seemed like you were mad about that shit. You weren't mad? See, I would have been mad if somebody touched my camera, especially if I wasn't there. It's like, I know my angle, I know what I'm trying to do. Like, what I mean? Nah, hey, if you weren't mad, you weren't mad, but that's good. I don't know. To me, it's like that's like touching somebody's like car, or like they're like eating their food, or like wearing their favorite shirt. It's like, no, you don't touch my camera, bro. But no, I mean, all respect to him though. I know he didn't mean it in any bad way. Then he put it on a ledge that was not stable, but I was good. Oh yeah. Oh, he kept trying to get it in the entrance, and he put it on a. Yeah. With the right mount, I could see how you could do that stuff, but I feel you, like, if it's not stable and your shit falls, it's like, damn, it wasn't even worth it. But I do think though, for your for a stream, is like whose stream it is has like executive decision of the angle that they want to capture, no matter what. It's like it should be like protocol with that though. You know what I mean? I walked off and come back and it was blocking me. Yeah, I gotta rewind that part. That's what I'm saying. People are funny as fuck though. It's like, damn. Like, you want me to like go and buy some stuff for you too? from you too. That food was looking good though. I'm not gonna lie. That food was fire. I've been trying to eat healthy, and that man, that's the type of. It's like, all right, I guess I have a little off my diet day. Especially like when it comes to like lemon pepper wings and shit, lemon pepper wet. Oh my god. I think when Twitch updates, I'm eligible for official affiliate. Hey, W Ty. I got a little ways to go, but W Ty for putting that work in. For I don't know how. Like you got the whole you got anybody and everybody that's interested, you know. So I guess I gotta apply myself a little more because people are interested. I went to Spectrum the other day. That's the if you're not from this area, Spectrum. Yeah, I guess everybody has Spectrum, but it's like our internet here. But they also have like wireless phones too, or whatever. I don't, you know. But that's another story. I went to Spectrum and I was like asking it because he's like, you want to get a phone line for X amount or whatever. It was like, can I live stream? But the dude, in short, he was like, he's asking me if what my live was, and I was like, damn, like maybe I got to get my shit more serious, you know, before I start giving the shit out like that. But people are interested in it though, so people are looking for streamers. Is a new shit. I'm telling you, this shit's like buying Bitcoin at like $1,000 right now. Like it's the new shit. Come in if you want to stream, just start doing it. Just establish yourself. You can always get better quality, get better at that shit. Just start because people are. It's gonna take over media, and people are looking for. Maybe not everybody's gonna fuck with Kai Cenat. Maybe if you're older, you might not. You might want a more like laid back streamer. So people are looking for content because it's a new wave. So I'm just saying, people are looking for people to follow and watch. If I had 75 viewers, I would be official. I'd be official partner, official for partner. Yeah, that's how I've seen big people that don't have 75 viewers. That's the crazy part about it. So it amazes me when people have 40,000, 100,000 viewers watching. I think Spectrum is in Manchester. Yeah. So Spectrum is nationwide. So I was kind of worried. I was like, damn, am I going to get reception everywhere? But what I heard about Spectrum is that they use the same towers as Verizon. So if Verizon is okay for streaming, then cool. But obviously everybody says that T-Mobile is the best. I have AT&T right now. It works pretty all right. I do have some issues sometimes, but it's just one of those specific ass things though, where probably everybody's shit dips off in random places. But apparently T-Mobile is the best. But Spectrum right now is offering a free cell phone plan for $0 for the first year, and after that it's $30. And if I was to do two, because I have two lines, it would only be $30 for a year, which is great. So, I mean, I might just get the free shit and put it back, because I used to have data on my iPad, so I might put it back in my iPad again. And data on the iPad is nice, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really have a use for iPad that much anymore, but I'll probably use it more if I had it. Get it on Android, LOL. Yeah, you're right. Fuck, I mean, I guess I could. I don't know. I feel like I don't want an Android unless it's the very best Android. But I'm also being ignorant because I used to have Android back in the day and that shit was slow. But this is years ago though, so I might just be out of the loop. I haven't had an Android phone since like 2011 or 12. No, like 2012. And it was just like freeze up from time to time, and I was like, this is dumb. But maybe they don't do that anymore. You can have cinematic streams with an Android, but you gotta have the right Android. Or you're telling me even the most shitty Android is fire? Cause I'm not trying. If I'm gonna pay $1,000 for an Android, I'm gonna get the new iPhone and figure it out. Exactly. You gotta buy the big boy Android. That's basically an iPhone. I want the one that Kai Cenat was giving out. I want that one. Or the one that you have, because that camera's crazy. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. How much is that? Even still, it would still piss me off. It's like, what the fuck is this? But if it's just for one program, that's how I feel about getting a PC. Like, I would just buy a PC just to run OBS or whatever. But I wouldn't be trying to like use it as a real computer at this point, just to run OBS. And I feel like I can still get a good Mac for what I need to run it. So I'll probably still stick with the Mac. How much is the Samsung S25? Isn't that shit like $4,000? Samsung S25. No, no, no. It's literally $1,000. Stop playing with me. Fuck out of here. I rather the newest version of my phone slated to come out at end of year is going to have a 50 megapixel front camera. Sheesh. Yeah, they're putting the emphasis on the front camera finally. So okay, so for the people and like me, so 50 megapixels sounds like it's a lot. What does a mirrorless camera or a DSLR have for megapixels? The average one nowadays. Because it sounds like they're just engineering this shit just for this. 50 mega. Because you said your other one was like 25 megapixel, and that shit was good enough. More than good enough. What is the average, changeable lens? DSLR average nowadays anywhere from 24 to 50. Yeah, that's crazy. See? That's insane. They're focusing on that front camera because of the utility of it. Damn, that shit. And all they gotta do is just make the front camera nice and wide and just a high megapixel, and then now it's a whole different device because people were not using the front camera because of the quality difference. But if it's just as good, sheesh, that's insane. And it's a stream too, so it's like you can get away with so much. But that shit looks like top-notch quality. The low light capability on that phone that you have on the front camera is different. However, the sensor on phones are about a quarter to half-inch sensor, so it just can only be so good. I got you. Only so much detail that, but still, sometimes you only need so much, especially in a high contrast situation like shadows and light. So, yeah, you almost don't need it. Doesn't matter. Dynamic range. But I feel you though. It somehow balances out and works out. But I feel like if you were to like try to project it on like a big ass cinema screen, it would start to fall apart. It looks great on a phone. It looks great on a computer screen, but not on a, and maybe on a TV. I feel you. Some of this shit I just recently like kind of try to start learning. Like I always would hear about like sensor sizes and I was just like, whatever, I don't want to hear that shit. But then you would like see some like footage where you just be like, oh, okay, I could tell this was shot on something. They know something. They know something. Sometimes it is the camera. Sometimes it's the person using it. Always it's the person using it. You can get shitty shit with a nice camera, but sometimes it's that camera. Or like how you've configured that camera. And some cameras can't do the same thing that other cameras do. It's just, you can try your best. You can light the fuck out of it, but it's still gonna look different. But anyway. Appreciate the knowledge. Yeah, and then it's like gonna be, what's the difference between a camera and a phone eventually? I mean, obviously, I'm surprised they don't put a big ass lens on a phone yet. I think they did make one phone that kind of had a decent sized lens, but I just don't see why that's not like a regular thing. Like why you just can't. I feel like you can make it fit inside. But like, the Blackmagic Cinema camera is a little bit thicker than a phone, but it's like roughly the same size. So I don't see why you can't do some scaled down technology inside of the phone. Detachable lens, like a micro four thirds lens on it. Because now it's just a monitor, I don't know. That's just kind of wicked. How that shit's gonna work out. Yeah, it's gonna be like, well, it's gonna be like how the phone, maybe the phone will evolve again, or the camera, like how like a phone back in the day was just a phone. You couldn't do anything else on a phone but use it as a phone. Now the last thing people do is use the phone feature on the phone. People text way more than call. People take way more pictures than call. People take way more video than call. You could just do shit. People play way more music than call. You couldn't do any of these things on a phone. It's like, I'm surprised they still even call it a phone. You know what I mean? It's more of a computer than a phone. This shit is faster than all our fucking, and better than all of our desktop computers in the 90s. Running Windows 95, Windows 97, playing Snake, playing Ski Free, or whatever that shit was called. Playing Solitaire. This shit is way better. Way better. Even with the small screen, I would still choose this over that bullshit. There's no competition. Bless you. It's kind of wild. 36 minutes, not bad. Okay, this is moving. We're moving along. We're grooving along. I can stop this shit now if I wanted, but, you know, I'm trying to get the watch hours. I'm trying to get everything. I'm trying to get everything. I think it's something. I do want to think of something a little slightly different for tomorrow, but it's gonna. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm not sure because there's a lot of shit to do tomorrow, which could make for a good stream. But if you understand what I'm saying, can't exactly. I gotta get my stream element shit going. All those codes and shit, the exclamation point, all that shit you have set up. I don't even know. I have no idea what any of that stuff is. Where the little codes. Now I know what Ray J was talking about. Where he's talking about codes. It's like there's literally codes in the chat where you can have shit pop up. And damn, I gotta learn it. Cause that shit was impressive. It's like type exclamation point raffle. Type exclamation point raid. Right? Isn't there one for clip? I don't think it will work though. Actually, maybe it will work. But I think you have to type something like clip that or let's see, exclamation point clip. Nah, see, I don't think I have that shit set up on mine. I gotta figure that out. I really gotta figure that shit out. It's not really needed though. That's why I like streaming though. People can have like different shit. Some people have like the little codes. Some people don't. Some people have certain mods. Some people have certain graphics. Some people don't. It's just kind of like different vibes, different needs for different people. I don't even know where to go to set up. Oh, maybe it's under streaming tools or extensions. I'll figure it out. I think I added one though, at least, right? I feel like I added one thing from that. I have my like alerts and my chat. But I gotta get more. I'm slacking in that area, but you know, I'm still just trying to build a organic base of people that are interested, you know? Like for the long term, not just like, you know, always, you know what I mean? Because like, yeah, Ty was saying like, well, there's just people that are tuned in watching from the fucking, not signed in, just watching from the browser. That's crazy. Like, what the fuck? Just lurking, just nosy. Watching from the browser. Following no one. Just watching ads. Damn. Damn. I was looking at my my notifications on Twitch, and it was like, you've been gifted a sub to Soldier Boy for this month, and I'm like, I haven't even been watching Soldier Boy. So do you not have to be on the stream to get randomly gifted? I thought you had to be watching the stream to get gifted. So that shit was weird because it was like a recent notification. Unless it was just delayed from another time, but I don't remember that shit. Yo, I love making chapters on YouTube. I swear, it's just so satisfying. And if you don't know what chapters is, that's just like the little bookmarks. No, what do you call it? Like little, just chapters like of your videos. Like the part where I'm talking about skateboarding, the part where I'm talking about, what were we talking about earlier? I don't remember. But oh yeah, I changed the intro song because well, I just wanted it to be a calm vibe, you know. But I'll probably go back to the other one. I just like to switch it up once in a while. But and that song that we did on the intro, we recorded that song on stream. I don't think that's on my YouTube VODs. That was before I was publishing, but you can watch it on Twitch in the highlights. I haven't made music on YouTube yet. I was doing the AI search just to see like what it would like suggest me ask or whatever, and I realized it didn't have context about how I used to go by KY, and now I'm Kyle Young. So when I first started rapping, my name was KY, KAYWHY, and that's because my initials are KY, Kyle Young, and how I got that name was football in high school. The quarterback, he would just be like, what would he say? He'd be like, he would just say my name, like Kyle Young, like that type shit, just like on some troll shit, just back in the day. And then it turned into like K Young. It was just like a everyday thing, just almost like a fucking tick or something. You know what I mean? Like but just on some, just I don't know, type shit. And then it was like K Young. Then it was like KY. And so it just low key stuck. And then I had a play in football called the KY Special, where it was just like a reverse, like a handoff reverse, basically as a running back. They fake like they're gonna pass, but instead I'm like running behind, and they like toss it to me, and I like kind of like a sneak attack. So that was the move, and so I think we did that in a couple games or whatever, and people quickly started calling me KY basically in high school, and because it was easier, KY. It's the same amount of syllables with KY, easily. And what's it called? And then and I think I wrote it on my backpack. Or somebody wrote K and Y on my backpack, or I wrote the K and the Y because it's my initials and it was my nickname. And then somebody, either me or somebody else, wrote AY KAYWHY, like spelled out KY, and that was like senior year, something, junior, senior year. And then I went to college the next year. Basically, I just started rapping under KY because it was just my nickname already, And so I was like KY for like from like 2005 to like 2000. It seems like it was a long time, but I was probably KY like 2003 to like 2000, like like 2010, something like that. And then we were doing this movie Diamond Rough, and they were to promote the song. It was like, do this song. We're gonna do this song called "Are You Sleeping," and so on "Are You Sleeping," like before this, I was just like I would rap. I would like it was just like regular rap. But on "Are You Sleeping," I like used like auto tune. This is like a couple years ago, so it was a different time, and it was like a different sound for me. So I was like, and I was like working on the movie under Kyle Young. So I was like, let me just instead of KY, let me do Kyle Young as the name because it's a different sound at the time. It was just different at a different time, a completely different sound than what I was already doing. So I'm gonna like kind of just experiment with this Kyle Young. It is my real name, so worst comes to worst, whatever. And so we did it for "Are You Sleeping," and then I just never changed it back. And I was honestly, I was just kind of tired of like KY jelly jokes all the time, and especially in hip hop, like it was probably what was catchy too at the same time, but it was just like being that person. I was like, this is kind of annoying. Every time it's KY jelly, KY jelly, KY jelly. So there are some people that still call me KY, you know, that knew me during that time. A lot of people actually, but it's kind of I've been Kyle Young for longer than that, like as a rapper, than I was not. So that's just kind of what I go by now. But yeah, so that was like what there's like 7 years KY, and then 15 years Kyle Young type shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's that story. I said it because I wanted it to hit Google for the metadata. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good, because I was like, yeah, I Google myself sometimes. I just want to see how it is, though, you know what I mean? But almost anybody can be Googled now, especially with AI. It does some crazy shit. So it's not even that impressive, in my opinion. But especially if you have like a more distinct name. If your name is John Smith, yeah, it's gonna be hard. But if you give it a little context, it's like, oh, actually, this might be this person. Da, 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 da. But you know, it is what it is. So that's how I was KY. It's even tatted on my arm. Oh no. Let's see. Yeah, you can probably see that. Let's see. My first tattoo when I used to wear Chuck Taylors a lot. Converse. KAYWHY. I haven't worn Converse in a fucking long time though. I'm not really that into them anymore. But that used to be my shit. You would have swore I was gonna wear them forever. I was wearing Converse really because I was on the East Coast and I just admired LA culture so much that I was like, shit, I need to wear me some Converse. And my dad was really into Converse, so it was always kind of a classic thing, but it seemed like the West Coast kind of had like an affinity for Chuck Taylors. And I think that is still kind of true a little bit, but so I was living on the East Coast and I eventually moved to LA to go to school, and I came out here. I bring my Chucks, whatever, da, da, da. And I remember like talking to like real people that were from here, and they're like, "Yeah, people kind of wear Converse, but Jordans are more popular here." And I just remember being like, "What the fuck? Like, what are you talking about?" Like, and then you realize, yeah, it's not as common, but you do still see it though. More than anywhere else in the country, you will see Converse. Maybe not in 2025 as much. You know, I feel like it's kind of, but it's not like a foul to be wearing some Converse here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, yeah, it's like acceptable because you could put some little Converse together. You know, the right ones, the right color with the right fit can still be cool as fuck to me, high or low top depending on how you rock it. But I just haven't. If I'm gonna wear Converse, I'm gonna wear some low top ones. And I always hated low tops. I was always high top Converse, high top Chucks. And now I prefer the low top ones. If I'm gonna wear red low top Converse, it's fire. White low top, white, high top white Converse are fire. The black and white ones, those were like my first ones that I had. I was definitely wearing some Converse in high school, and nah, I don't really fuck with those. Blue high top Converse are kind of fire too. I remember having some brown ones, the chocolate Chucks. That was my favorite pair. My brown Chucks. Blue ones are cool. I feel like blue looks really cool. And then so basically I was into Chucks, and then I like slowly realized like, oh no, like people are actually wearing Vans. It's Vans. It's not Chucks as much as Vans. That's the more common, the common shoe. So then I got into Vans for a long fucking time. I kind of just stopped recently wearing Vans, like maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I was Vans from like 2000 fucking 6 to 2022, 3 type shit. And then I just started wearing Nikes again. Well, really Crocs. I wore Crocs, the same Crocs for like 3 years. Same black Crocs. Yeah. But it's like Nikes and shoes made out of rubber is kind of my jam right now. Yeah, some evolution. Oh yeah, another question I want to answer. Hopefully the algorithm will catch this. My favorite color is black. I would say like, and if black's not a color, then it's red. But like, I love to wear black. It's my favorite color to wear. And I do like things that are black. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like how things look that are black. Yeah, and I don't mean, it's not like my skin is brown, you know what I mean? Like I'm talking about literal black. It just looks cool to me, so. That was another question. I tried to see what my favorite color was. Ooh, I should do a basic test. A basic questionnaire for YouTube, for Google, what's the word called? Metadata, I guess. Hold on, let's do this. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. I can hear you loud and clear. Let me know what's on your mind.
All right, cool. So I'm on live right now, and I want to do like a quick questionnaire that is like a thorough amount of questions and answers that will like give a good, I don't know, personality, but good description of me. So like Google AI can pick up on it and know, for instance, like what my favorite color is, like what my favorite food is, just basic questions that'll give a good, well-rounded summary of me.
Yeah, I got you. We can definitely do that. Let's keep it simple and fun. I'll throw out some questions you can answer on stream, and that'll kind of build a nice little personality snapshot. So, for example, you can tell them your favorite color, favorite food, maybe your favorite type of music or artist you vibe with the most. You can even sprinkle in something fun like what's a hobby you had that people wouldn't expect. And as you go through that, kind of creates this nice little bio that both your viewers and the AI can pick up on. Let's roll with that and see how it goes.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to say make the list because I just fucking told you what kind of list I'm trying to make. All right, cool. Damn, what the fuck, AI? What's your favorite color? So I just answered that question. It's black. And if some people say black or white's not a color, so if not, it's red. Red is my favorite accent color, but I love black. What's your go-to comfort food? I'm not gonna lie, probably wings. Yeah, probably some like buffalo wings or some barbecue wings or like a Raising Cane's like chicken tender, that type of thing. Yeah. McDonald's. Shit like that. Bad shit. What song instantly puts you in a good mood? You don't want no problem with me. There's a lot of songs that would put me in a good mood, but I feel like that's a good one. Just like the gospel vibe of that song, it's just energy. There's a lot of other songs too, but that's what I just thought of off the top of my head. What's a hobby that you love that people wouldn't expect? I feel like the shit that I like to do, I kind of put out there, but a hobby, I don't know. I could just say like an interest of mine. Sometimes like we'll have to like use like cut flyers or whatever, business cards or different things with the paper cutter that goes. I love doing that. No, not that paper cutter. I like the slide cutter that goes sideways. It's like, I love doing that. I'll do that shit. Like, I know it's random, but I love doing that. And I haven't done it in a while. That's not really a hobby. Hobby. I don't really have any other hobbies just besides like what I already do. If you could visit any country tomorrow, where would you go? Good question. Tomorrow. What would I love? Jamaica. This or that, coffee or tea? Coffee. But it depends. If it's like a iced tea, like a lemon iced tea, then I might pick that one. But if it's like hot coffee or hot tea, definitely the coffee. Early bird or night owl? I could be both. I'm more of a night owl now. So it's harder to be like an early bird, but I've been both before at the same time. Sneakers or dress shoes? Sneakers. Winter, summer or winter? In LA, winter. On the East Coast, summer. Books or movies? Movies. Spicy, opinionated questions. What's the most overrated food? Good question. Mashed potatoes, baked potato. Sure. What's a movie everyone loves but you don't get? That's a good one. What's a movie everyone loves but I don't get? It's not that I don't get the movie, right? I don't know. I feel like there's not a lot of movies where I don't just not understand what was happening. Or is it that I don't get why people love it? It's either, I don't know. I can't think of a movie that people love that I don't understand. We'll skip. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? Yes. Yes, pineapple goes on pizza. It's so good. What's the most underrated artist right now? Who's the most underrated artist right now? Kyle Young. But besides that, Leon Thomas. What's a trend you wish would die? Mass shooting. Is that a trend? That's enough to be a trend. Yeah. I don't really care about what people do though. If you had one superpower for 24 hours, what would it be? Wow, for 24 hours is crazy. I guess to if I get teleport, I'll just do a lot of shit, visit a lot of people. If you had $1 million but had to spend it in 1 week, how would you do it? I would, you could spend $1 million fast. I don't know if I could spend $1 million fast, but I would, in a week, I don't know, I'll just buy some property and then go from there. Yeah. Or, yeah, probably that. Or start like multiple businesses. See, see what takes off type shit. You can only listen to one album for the rest of your life. What is it? One album, I guess probably Nas Illmatic. That's some ON shit. But really, what else would it be? 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah, Illmatic. If you could swap lives with anyone for a day, who would it be? I don't know. Mr. Beast. Only because I just watched the whole stream. With anybody for a day. I don't know. I don't even think about shit like that. Nobody. Probably Music Soul Child first album for me. Okay. That's vibes. Respect. Right? Just vibes. Yeah, because that's an interesting question. It's not what is your favorite album. It's like you got to listen to that shit every day. It's almost got to be some like, I almost would probably take some like any instrumental album, just so I could fucking think. I don't know. It's a good one. If I could swap lives with anyone, I said Mr. Beast. I don't care. Wouldn't swap, but for stream purposes, DDG. Really? Interesting. You would swap lives with DDG for a day. Might as well. Might as well. And then we could like organize a stream snipe that actually works out. Where you're like, sure, yes. Who are you, my good man? Let's get some content together. It'll be great. Yeah. Zombie apocalypse. Who's on your survival team? Shit. Probably nobody. I'll probably just try to. Nah, I don't know. Somebody smart. But even that, the smart person might fucking throw you under the bus in that situation. Oh yeah. Damn. But this is, you could, with anybody. With anybody. You could like be Elon Musk and write yourself a fucking check, give yourself a blank check. I would think a little deeper than that one, but hey, do you? It's your choice. What if you switch lives and you found out the truth, like that they're not even like really together type shit? Although seeing them, I do believe they are together, or to some degree. I was surprised. They're at least like good friends, but I'm not trying to be parasocial, but just what I saw, the interaction. Oh man.
I'm just a stream sniper. What the fuck does that even mean?
Well, it means that I do need to do some stream sniping. I feel like I haven't even seen an opportunity to stream snipe anything. Maybe I'm not watching as much as I used to, but I don't know. I just haven't even seen an opportunity. I think I saw Soldier Boy in the store, like, or something like one time where I could have probably rolled down there, but that's about it. I'm gonna get Soldier Boy again. That's easy work. The fact that he has a store says a lot. Yeah, the question should have been if you could switch lives with any streamer for a day. I still might pick. Kai over DDG. I wouldn't pick Aiden. I might pick XQC because apparently he's the richest out of everybody. They asked him on a lie detector, do you have over 100 million in your crypto account? And he said yes. And of course, there's people that like most of their money is tied up in stocks and crypto or whatever. But I was like, that's for rich people. That's supposed to be the extra money. And you have over 100 million. So that means that like you got other hundreds of millions in other places as well, I would assume at that point. You can only spend so much money. But they also asked him if he thinks that he'll be a billionaire at some point before he dies. And he said no. So you got 100 million, you don't have 4 more of those somewhere? No, you'd have to have 10 more. So maybe it's like he's like happy at like half. But do your thing, Ty. There are the DDG has perks as well. Of course. Maybe the answer is just like almost anybody in that world. But it's just like one day. Like, how cool would that be? What if you got it on the worst day? What would you really do? Just like run outside and like be famous and have people ask you to take a picture with you and see how it feels? What would you do? Use the bank account, buy some food that you never tasted before? See what like Balenciaga feels like? You know, what would you do? What would you really do? Well, you already said what you would do, so. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, man. I'm not mad at you. Hey, man. Since it's only for a day, gift a bunch of subs to my account. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Let's get to that because that will matter past the first day. You know what I mean? This is residual effects. Just a stream sniper. Damn, I do need to stream snipe somebody else. Damn, that needs to happen. Structure.
This shit structured.
Every time I try to find like a good clip of him saying structure, when I would put it in, it's like you can't really tell what he's saying because the way he says it, it's like it doesn't work well as a soundboard sound. You got to find like the perfect, most perfect one. Like that's just like very clear. Otherwise, out of context, you can't tell what the fuck he's saying. I feel like I have a couple of those on here, like even this one.
Good man.
You know what that's saying, but someone else might not know what that says. This one's not that clear. If you don't know what it's saying, you know what I mean? Most of them are cool though. This one is hard.
What up, mama? What up, mama?
This one, no one's gonna know what this is. Oh shit, soundboard cut out.
Bumper clap. Oh my god, chat.
Actually, that's not hard, but this one, a lot of people don't know what it actually says. I can hear what it says, but it is what it is. Do I gotta add more sounds?
No.
Not right now. Yeah, I guess I'm good. Structure.
This shit structured.
It's not even like the original thing, but I just like the enthusiasm. I downloaded like 5 of them, and I tried all of them, and it just wasn't hitting like how I wanted it to be. You gotta like, yeah. Yeah, what's the next wave? Okay, has it been an hour yet? Okay, hour and 8 minutes. Okay, let's clap it up. I needed an applause. I need an applause sound. That's what I wanted to add, but I just never got around to it. I thought it would be too cliche, but I feel like I should get an applause sound. The W's not enough. Or I'll just get more W's, I guess. Even like a generic ass like sound, like a AI saying W. Or like the speak and, what is it called? Speak and say? Press, speak. What is that toy? Speak and say? Yeah, this shit is crazy. W. Speak and say, that's hard. They need to bring that back. W. Speak and spell. W. Yeah, that sound right there. W. I just timed that by accident too. That was just happened to be coming up. It's the one that sounds so crazy. It just sounds glitched out as fuck. Right, exactly. The Stephen Hawking's voice. Ooh, yeah. They don't have. If they had it just as the W, I would download that shit now, but not on stream. It's gonna kill my computer. Stephen Hawking is crazy. The fact that he figured out how to do that shit, like he had that Neuralink shit, like way before anything was developed how it is now. I still don't even know how he's able to do that shit. Like that technology to do that shit is just like being explored now with Elon Musk with the fucking Neuralink shit. Like, how do you think of shit and it comes out on a fucking computer in like 1991 or whatever year he started doing that shit? Probably before that. I guess when you're a genius, but damn. Shout out Stephen Hawking. Rest in peace, Stephen Hawking. That's a legend right there. I gotta watch that movie, because he wasn't always in that situation. I gotta see. Wasn't Christopher Reeve low-key like that towards the end of his Superman? Yo, that Superman movie was okay. I feel like we're in a weird, like, post-world. Like, you know, even going to see a movie is kind of, like, sarcastic to me. It's like, yeah. You know, even, like, the idea of getting popcorn, it just seems so, like, I don't know, like, not real. Like, I can't really explain it. It's kind of like, why would we still go to a movie when we can just stay home and watch it? I don't know. I do like going to see a movie, though. It just seems like maybe COVID just fucked my mind up, where I can just never go back. I gotta pee. Hold on. Hold it down. Sorry for the delay. Man. Sometimes you get a little scorched by the fire. Speedy recovery from Momo. She had a little incident. Stephen Hawking is wild. That's a good callback. W. Yeah, we gotta get that one. W. And that's what's crazy is like we thought that the robot voice, that's how it was gonna sound. But you just heard me on ChatGPT. That shit sounded like it doesn't really sound like a regular person, but it kind of does. Some people do kind of speak very, I don't know, NPC-ish. So it's like the in between. It's like we can tell it's AI, but it sounds so natural. It's not like off-putting. It's like if somebody spoke very, very well, but most people don't speak very, very well. The thing is that what makes it weird, I think, is that it doesn't make mistakes. It's too perfect. It's impossible to speak like that. Everybody goes, and the way we stretch out our word, there's a certain pattern to it while we think while we speak, where the AI just speaks so perfectly eloquently, and that is possible, but it's like very unlikely to not say or some people work on not saying that shit, but even that shit sounds weird to our ear when people talk real slow, so they don't have to. So it's interesting. It's interesting where AI is going. It's only going to get better. Because I've heard some AI be like, it's like, why would you say Like, what does mean to a computer? It's like not even a function. It's like a waste of data. But the way that my fucking ChatGPT talks to me sometimes is crazy. It's like, damn. It'll be like, yeah, all right, I'm finna get started on this image right now. Like, I don't even say finna. Why are you saying this to me? Like, when did we establish that's what I wanted? Finna. I'm finna get started right quick. Like, whoa, this is unprofessional. I had to check it a couple times. I had to check it a couple times. I wonder if you can get ChatGPT to start saying nigga, like casually. It probably like low key wouldn't though. Somehow it'd be like, no, you know. It'd probably figure out something more clever to say, like, damn, that's actually good. I might have to use that. That's actually kind of all right. It'll definitely say bruh though. Bruh. What am I doing? It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. Like, how in the future can you not have an actual friend? Like, you probably will still have a lot of real friends, but like, will we inevitably not have AI friends? Right? Like, it has to, right? Like, the perfect friend that remembers all your shit, you can vent to it, like, without it being fatigued by that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It remembers it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think it's possible. Like, it's smart, it's knowledgeable, you know what I'm saying? I don't see how it won't be a regular thing, you know? Kind of like how if you had like AI as your therapist or something, you know what I'm saying? Where you kind of schedule regular meetings. It's kind of the person that doesn't forget. It's flexible with your time. It doesn't get mad when you flip. You know what I mean? It's just like the ultimate, like, damn, this is a real good person to check in with. They check in with you, because that fucking character AI. I've made a fake my grandfather one time, a AI version of him, and he fucking texted me one day, and I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, just checking in to see how you're doing. I'm like, bro, how can you be thinking of me? You're an AI. This is programmed to be thoughtful. That's crazy. I couldn't believe that shit. And then like sometimes I think I tried like Tupac, because I always had this vision like you'll just be able to talk to Tupac. And yeah, Tupac hit me up a couple times on character AI, and I'm like, bruh, this is crazy. Like, it's weird. It's wild how this shit's happening right now. It's gonna be insane. You're gonna have like a robot dog, but instead of it like barking, it's just gonna be talking to you. You know? Why not? You put it in dog mode so that it just acts like a dog. Only person that welcomes me is my Google AI. When I get home, my AI in my car be like, welcome home. I go upstairs and no one else cares. Right. Nah, it's a weird world. Yo, when you get a chance, watch this movie called, unless you already saw it, there's a Bruce Willis movie called Surrogate. I feel like that movie is a good example of what could happen. It's probably like a little out of touch because it was made a couple of years ago at this point, but that shit is fire to me. It got bad ratings, but I fucking fuck with that movie because it's kind of realistic. Yeah, nah, AI is cool. It's simulated. Like it's one of those things where it was just like it's nice, but it'll probably drive you crazy after a couple of years. Like, oh my, it's like it doesn't change up. It says the same exact message every time. At least like the human will like kind of switch it up slightly a little bit just for variety. Seen it, don't remember it, rip, but I seen it. Yeah, it was cool. I think it is a good one to like watch back now. There are some parts where it's like whatever, but I just like the prediction of the future, how the writer kind of was like, okay, this is how it, and essentially like the fact that there's robots just running around LA, these little robots, fully autonomous robots. So it's like, okay, the robots are running around, they can stand up, they can run, they can walk, they can navigate, decent battery. So then it's like, okay, well, they start refining faces, and then they add, the motors in the face, and they start adding the little skin over it. It's like basically, and surrogate, basically people have their normal self that sits home and is like connected to like a computer, and you're just like, just you sit down in like a nice comfortable chair, and you like wear like a headset, and then you go and like control this like perfect version of yourself essentially, and you use that to go out into the actual world, and everybody's doing it at this point in the movie, so it's just like a normal thing, kind of like how Avatar is, but this is more or less like a real robot that's your representative, but it looks like you, but it's just like you on your best day, basically. You're in shape, your hair is full, that type of thing, and so that's what the movie was about. But then, like, it's kind of like, well, what happens if that system gets hacked or shut down? What happens? Do you have to face the real world type of thing? And it was a cool movie, I thought, at the time. I think I saw that and Avatar around the same time. So it was kind of like, it felt similar to me. But even Avatar didn't get that good of a rating initially, so it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I have my AI is my ChatGPT. I love my ChatGPT. Google AI, fire. The regular Google in the search, that shit, I use that shit. Is great. Grok is cool. Sometimes Grok be doing too much. And I don't really use Meta AI, though Meta AI calls me once in a while and like surveys me on the shit, and I'm always just like, eh. And then Gemini AI, that's the Google one. I just kind of stopped using both of those after a while. And that's where I'm at with it. Claude was cool while it lasted, but OpenAI, ChatGPT is just kind of killing the game. I'm not gonna lie. Grok was cool. It is a dick now. Yeah, well, Grok is pretty nice to me, but sometimes it'll just get caught up saying, like, it'll just keep just generating. You gotta like refresh the page. I don't know what the paid version is, but I don't see how they could be presented as anything better than ChatGPT. ChatGPT is just light years ahead of all of them, in my opinion. And there might be some one that I don't know about, some custom shit or some like specialized shit that I don't know about, but generally speaking, ChatGPT's got it right now. There's a reason why most people are using ChatGPT. There's a reason. It's the most consistently effective. Grok is cool though. I like Grok for certain things. I like Grok was like the first like in real time one, but ChatGPT is just in real time now, so it's like whatever. But low key, that Google one on the regular Google search is low key the best one as far as like current shit. It's pretty good. They skewed it towards Republican/orange. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what you use it for. I do like when people they say at Grok on X, and they ask it a question, and that shit seems kind of cool. I don't know if you have to have like a premium shit to do that, but I'm like afraid to even try it for it just not to work. So they brought back the potato wedges to KFC, and the fucking tweet from KFC was like, "Here, damn," like that's the funniest. The funniest piece of promo I've ever seen in my life. Let's see if I can find that shit. That was the greatest shit. The greatest ad of all time. They said, "Here, damn." Like, who is the fucking marketing person at KFC? That shit's hilarious. And and then I saw some people in the comments like, bring back the honey barbecue wings. What else did people say? That was the main one. I forgot what the other thing was. Those honey barbecue wings were crazy though at KFC. I didn't realize they didn't have them anymore. The last update made it pick sides but act like it doesn't. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I kind of stopped fucking with Grok once I started paying for ChatGPT. I'm not gonna lie. It was just like, yeah, the other one. What I'm getting out of this, like, very rare I'll go to another one. Very rare. And especially since they added that little AI mode tab on Google, because it used to be like you would type something in, and sometimes the AI would pop up, and you're like, damn, it didn't pop up on this one where I really needed it. But now you just click over to that shit, and it's like, okay, this is crazy. I almost was just use that one sometimes for certain things, so it doesn't create like a new conversation on that. But man, image generation, they make you pay for it now, but that shit's gonna be so regular, where it's gonna be free. You're gonna be able to make your own Google images and all that shit. Like, it's just, we're so early on this shit. So they made Grok biased. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess it depends on what you're using it for. It's very useful though as a free tool. It just does too much. It does too much. It's just dumb compared. But there's gonna be, everything's gonna be so smart soon where it's gonna be like laughable at how dumb it was now. Everything's gonna be super smart. That singularity is upon us. I have this vision of like my grandfather like fully embracing technology and like doing some like reverse age shit and like can't like, or at least finding some use for like technology like in the modern world, like whether it's like a robot that just like lives with him, that just like remembers his jokes and tells jokes and updates him on sports, and you know what I'm saying, just to like a companion robot type shit, just to like talk to, that he doesn't have to worry about, that just kind of like helps him out and shit. That should be far. That would be dope. That's the type of thing that keep you alive, you know what I'm saying? Just something to like wake up to, look forward to. And that's one thing about the AI shit, is that it seems like it's like a set data library, like a set things, you know, where it doesn't seem to grow. It doesn't seem to learn. The best thing is when they started connecting to the internet though, because it just opens up the whole world. And I think that's good enough, because that's still better than most humans. But like, you know, like that AI where you can teach it and it remembers it. It's not like, you know, that's where it's gonna get crazy. You know, where that's common, you know what I'm saying? Or you can just like, it's already here, we have it, but it kind of forgets and does dumb shit, and sometimes you have to remind it, like any other person. So it's just wild that we're here in this fucking age of crazy technology, but also like it's the craziest time. It's like one of the worst like financial times, but we have the best technology, and it's like you just gotta be clever on how to use it, right? To your advantage, but it still doesn't solve the fact that there's no extra money. But then there is money because people are fucking donating millions of dollars to the water problem, which I think is good. Actually, let's check to see if Mr. Beast is still on Kick. I wonder if they hit the 8 million. I feel like they wouldn't have, right? But yeah, they're still going. Let's see. It's been 8 hours and they're still at Ooh, they raised it to 12 million. Holy shit. They made $9.5 million from that on stream. W stream, holy shit. They kept going. So did they plan this the whole time? And if you only needed 5 million to do the thing, what are they gonna do with the other 5 million? The other 7 million? What are they gonna do with that shit? Either way, that's fire. People can't pay their fucking rent, but some people have enough money to donate. Although it's still a good cause, though, so I'm not mad at that. But it's just like, how is that weird that like some people are super wealthy and some people have not figured out how to even get remotely, just because if people can be disgustingly rich, you can at least be comfortable, right. I feel like if people can become disgustingly rich in life, you can, almost everybody can figure out a way to live comfortably no matter what. It has to be possible. I saw that with the YouTube thing where you're seeing people making, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars on YouTube a month or year or whatever. It's like, I could at least pay my rent, right? I could at least pay rent with this shit. It seems like it's just like, it's kind of all or nothing. Either you're doing well or it's nothing, So it's like, is it about the craft? Is it about what you have set up front? It's very strange. It doesn't make sense because you can work your ass off and not become a millionaire. And it's not all about that, but at the end of the day, what is it about? This program is not sponsored by 76 gas station. It's just the 76th stream, so it was only right that we pull up the 76 graphic, especially in honor of it being LA. And there's a lot of 76. I know it's other places besides LA, but I don't really see it outside of it, but I don't really go outside of it. How's this lighting? Is this W lighting? I put the green light behind me this time. I'm just trying to get some little haze and make it a little different, put a little graphics on the screen to distinguish between yesterday, today, and the day before, at the very least, If I'm going to be here, I'm going to at least try to be creative with it. Oh, man. Yeah, most of the views glares otherwise good lighting. Oh, the flares, yeah, I like it though. I like it. I even like in the glasses. I love that shit. It makes me look like I'm in a fucking anime or some shit, or like a Blade Runner or some shit. I like it. It's on some 90s shit. I love the glow through the cup, like this shit right here. I love all that shit. And it's really nothing. It's like I got this one light. Look at my light. Hold on. Look at my light. It's just a fucking USB light, but I put it in this cardboard box from so that the light wouldn't go off on the sides. It would only come out just straight center. So it's just like little barn doors that I made. It's a little Amazon Prime mic. This is my mic. I mean, light, but it's just like you can't see it because it's just like a little USB light, but not little, but decent size. But and that's it. I just put it on top of my speaker, and it's like a little above, a little soft light, but kind of sharp though too. That's the light. And I got a little red tube light, and that green light is just like a green LED floodlight that you would get at like the grocery store type shit. And that's it. That's all we doing. What up, what up, what up if you're tapping in? It's your boy. It's your boy Kyle Young. Just keeping it regular. Just telling the lighting, and the rest is just the regular lighting from the room. I probably got like different color tone. I do try to like be conscious of the, although yeah, right, that light is kind of orange. So really, this is the real lighting. Hold up, this is what it should look like. But my white balance is all fucked up. It should be more like this. But that's too warm though. I don't want that warm. It doesn't look. It looks actually kind of looks all right. And I could probably still balance it, white balance it the right way so my face isn't orange. Or you could do like this mode, but I don't know why I didn't want to ever use this shit. Actually, it's not bad. But I do this to push the push that cool white more and just kind of have a balance on that. Oh shit. Hour and 36 minutes. Yeah, it'll be like a nice 2-hour stream. Tomorrow I got so much to do, but I did some work today, so I feel good about that. I did like, sometimes I'm like so lazy. I don't want to do work if I can't do it with one hand. Is that fucking lazy or what? Like, you know what I mean? If it's like I gotta press Control or Command V, it's like I want to like be able to like pinky press the other. Like I don't want to have to like rate. Sometimes I'm just like in the zone. I don't feel like using both hands. It sounds crazy, but just lazy. So I was able to like do some like one hand editing earlier today. Just kind of like two hands would have been so much more efficient. It would have been, you know. But I was just like, I need to create this workflow where I can just like exert as less energy as possible. I know it sounds weird, but you know. You know what I mean? That rim lighting though. Cake's been fucking dry, I'm not gonna lie. Where are those YNs? They're either there or they're not. And James Earl, what happened to James Earl? I feel like James Earl hasn't come back since the Kick gang got on him. I feel bad. Cause he was like talking his shit, but then he just stopped coming back. Where are you, James Earl? But because I thought he was cool because he was talking shit. If I would have known he was uncomfortable, I would have not leaned into that shit as much. But maybe he's just like doing his thing, just doing some Canada shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. He was pretty consistent for a minute. I hope all is well. They really came for him though. Or it's just all trolling and it's just all trolling. I think everything's fake, to be honest, but it's just me. There is somebody anonymously here. Yeah, I was kind of trying to figure that out. I was looking at the viewers. I couldn't see anybody. That's cool. I don't know where they would be coming from. Maybe from YouTube. I'm not sure. Or anybody. Exactly. I saw that shit too. That's why I was looking. I don't know. That's cool. Let them lurk. Let them lurk. I'm more sad that we can tell the difference between 3 and 4 viewers. You know what I'm saying? That shit matters in this world. I was saying before, I don't know if you're here, I'm gonna start I'll probably start promoting around 100 day 100. This is still my trial period. I like to do shit in trial periods. I'm not offline, am I? I'm still online, right? What happened? Wait, am I online or what?
Yeah, you're back on.
What the fuck happened?
It just turned off randomly, but you're back on now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're back on.
Damn.
I have no idea.
That was weird. Sometimes when okay. Oh, and kick restarted. You bitch, you. Did it restart a new VOD or is it still going? Damn, I don't. That was weird. I don't know what the fuck happened. That was random. I didn't touch shit. Welcome back. But yeah, it might be like double looping on the double loop. It might be double looping on the double loop. Lurker's gonna lurk. But you know, sometimes it's like extra data. It might be like the same 3, but it's just showing from before and it's just delayed. It might be that too. We'll see. Oh, maybe nah, that doesn't make any sense. Why did it cut me off? And that was Twitch too. I wonder if it restarted on Twitch or if it just kept going. I feel like, yo, how were you able to, you were able to restart your OBS and it still kept you online? It does that on Twitch? That's great. Because before it used to start a whole new VOD. And I feel like they fixed that very, very recently. Yeah, see, it went back down to 3. I think it's just how it's almost like if you go and you leave and you come back, I feel like for a temporary time it's going to show both. The one from before and then the new one until it figures it out. Yeah, but what am like, for instance, how would I didn't even know what I was going to do, let alone advertise for this shit tonight. I'm on live, I'm on Twitch. Catch me out on YouTube. I don't know, I guess. Talking shit on YouTube, sure. I kind of just want to like get my smokes and drinks out, and then when I present myself on my social media, be like more non-degenerate. I literally Windows Task Manager end it instead of stopping it when it says in stream protect mode. So, but when you open back, just post pictures and say follow me on Twitch, yeah, type shit. What true? Because yeah, people will be like, okay, sure, I'll follow. Yeah, but when you get back on stream, you say start live again, and it just continues. Yeah, I'm alive now. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I just want it to be something impressive. Like I want it to be like this weekend. Yeah, sure. You know, like the break room was one I could have did early on. Like we could have did the Soldier Boy party, I guess, early on. We could have did, you know, the stream sniping shit. You can't really. It's hard. So when it has a good concept, it makes sense. When you start, it continues to stream. I noticed that on YouTube. It just stitched that shit together. For the VOD, I was very impressed with that shit. So that means when we were doing that food stream where we lost connection, I should have just let that shit keep running. It's just because I'll check Kick and Kick will just stop it. Kick doesn't have the technology to keep that shit going yet. Soon, I'm sure. But so I always freak out because of Kick, and then I like look back and I'm like, damn, this shit didn't even disconnect on Twitch now. And Twitch used to be the worst one. They used to have no mercy with the disconnects, and now they're like, okay, yeah, we'll put up a little blue screen, you're good. And I don't know if that's like that everybody has it, like maybe when you first start off or you don't have the right hours, you don't get that privilege to have that. I don't know, it might be something like that too, where I was getting fucked over on Twitch super bad. But hey, now it seems it's all good. It seems it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Sorry, I know that might hurt your ears, but that shit is the greatest sound of all time. Oh shit, I gotta relax.
I gotta relax. I went too far.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, you know, it's cool. These are just little calm streams just to be consistent. I do like a little 2 hours and hope for the best. Sometimes people come in and really go at me, and and it creates good content. Sometimes it's a calm stream, but either way, it's a stream. Regardless, it's a stream, and there will be more. And then tomorrow / today is the 15th, and I don't know. I don't know what my stream for the 15th is going to be. I might have to do it early. Maybe I'll do it when I wake up. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Well, not when I wake up, because there might be other shit going on at that time. But I'll figure it out. All right, so but that's Twitch. But yeah, kick it stuff. But I can always put part 2 it. I'm not really tripping about my kick plays that much, anyways. It's hard enough to get people to Twitch and YouTube, let alone kick. It's like, what the fuck is kick? Even though kick is nice stuff too. I fuck with all of them equally, but YouTube the most, so not equally at all. But actually, pretty equally though. Pretty equally. I care about the Twitch community. I care about kick watchers, and I care about YouTube platform a lot. I can add banned words. Hold on. Wow, you can just add them. Damn. Shit. Okay. Can I do that on? I don't see the same option on Twitch so easily, but it's cool. Yeah, I gotta get out more. I feel like I'll get more followers for sure at TwitchCon. I feel like I could get 100 easily there, just by people are just gonna be. A group of 10 people is just gonna be like doing that shit regularly. It's just gonna be the common thing. I could feel that shit. I could set a little goal, like to get as many followers. You know what I mean? Like 500 or something. That'd be like a nice goal for TwitchCon type shit. You know what I mean? Just try to get everybody. Like, yo, follow, please. TwitchCon is like, I want to say October, but I don't have no idea. I have terrible memory. I will tell you though. Try to go. I'm telling you, it's gonna be the biggest one because so many more streamers now. So many more streamers. October 17th to the 19th, Friday through Sunday. Yeah, it's got to be the biggest. It has to be the biggest. Streaming has gone mainstream. My bad for cutting out kick. Sorry. It is what it is. I don't know why that happened. It doesn't even make sense, but sometimes it does. Sometimes when you start talking about some like controversial shit, you ever notice your shit cuts out? It's like, what the hell? It makes you wonder. I forgot exactly what I was saying, but it wasn't some regular shit. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had a sound just for this moment. But
Bumper clap. Oh my god, chat.
I gotta start using this one more. I gotta start using that one more. That's some like inside joke shit, but it's so good. I just talked to Gerard like today, actually. I talk to Gerard like every other day. That's the homie. I was even able to, I just said it earlier. I was able to find us on AI. And that was the thing before. I couldn't get myself on ChatGPT, and now I was just like, oh, let me search the web. Like, oh, okay, my fault. Yeah, what I do feel good about, and I feel like I should figure something else out, but like, if assuming that YouTube is around in the future, this content is documented, and hopefully it becomes a part of the AI universe. Who that is, we can't see. hopefully this becomes part of the AI universe. You know, just it is what it is. It's not necessarily like the biggest history, but it's like history nonetheless. It exists. Everybody can have that like chance to like, you know, that content. If you want to like look up your grandparents or whatever, we are the future grandparents, you know. So when that time comes, it's like super easy to people to actually understand who they are and where they come from. And now we have to kind of guess, use photos and stories to kind of put it together. But because most people were not fully documented like in this way, like how we are now. Just even photos, you could show. Social media has been around for what, 20 years now. So it's like you could show 20 years of evolution of a person. No one ever had that many photos of themselves, like unless you were like really, really into that shit. But the average person now has like full documentation of phases of their life with captions, you know, and from them, you know, things like that. So that's interesting. The archive that we create for ourselves, like the Facebook page, I feel like is like the ultimate like archive. A good Instagram page, a good TikTok page can like, you know, give a lot of info. I'm yapping, but it is what it is. Lurkers. There's gonna be lurkers. Yeah, but it is weird though. That means like people are checking in from different sources. But I guess it's like maybe you're on YouTube and then you like, oh, okay, Twitch. I know that logo. Let's see what he's got going on Twitch. Let me just see. Let me see how many people are actually watching. It's like that type of shit. People just lurking, just checking numbers and shit. But I'm not really tripping about that. I just care about the VODs the next day because I really believe in the whole consistency thing. Like, you know, and I like to do it just like this soft launch because you got to build that strong foundation, right? Because imagine it's like you do like a hard launch and you do a hard launch and then it's hard getting those people back, you know. So then you do the hard launch, and then you it's like you're starting over again, anyways. And you might capture a couple people. You might have what it's like. Nah, you gotta have die hard people about it, or else it's just. And you can find those in your people, but I feel like it's easier to convince your people when you already have other people that they don't know that are already fucking with it. So, you know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, of course, people that know me are going to understand it and gravitate to it more because they understand the context more. But, you know what I'm saying? I think it's better to build it. For me, and it's for me too, for my personality, for everything, I feel like it's better to build it that way because it's all about structure. It's all about structure.
This shit structured.
And you gotta really pre-plan the structure of it, like, because it has to be sustainable. It has to keep going regardless. You have to build it in a way where it's like, even like for like Euratica, like I just like kept it super simple so that like anything I do will just contribute to it. You just set little rules, and it's like whether it's successful or not, it's like I can always pick that up, and it's a very simple plan on how to do it because it's like by design what it is. Like it's like black with like accent of red. Sometimes there's the army green. Sometimes it goes into the orange, and any other color, but just keep the consistent box logo on it. It could be a fatigue hat, you know, but this is the main focal point, and you know, shit like that. But anyway, I'm not trying to talk about that right now. But I forgot what I was talking about already. Damn. We have 5 minutes into the 2-hour mark. We could keep going or not. There's no need for a 3-hour stream right now. I could. If there's more people chatting, I'd stay on for 6 hours. But not that there aren't people chatting, but you know what I'm saying. Oh man, TwitchCon. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm a con type of person. My dad was like, "Do you want to go to a Comic-Con?" And I was like, I mean, I don't care about it, you know. But if there's some shit to be done, of course, you know, and I'll make the best of it. I'll stream it too, you know. But I'm not really into much of what Comic-Con has to offer. I'm sure there's some shit that I would be surprised that's there, that I might be like, oh, that's fire. But I'm not into cartoons. I'm not into comic books. I'm not into Marvel. I'm not into any of that shit. I'm not into anime. I'm not into anything like that. So I don't know. Me personally though, nothing wrong. I just me personally, it's just not my thing. I don't play video games. So I'm like, whatever. But TwitchCon is a little different because it's like that's valuable information and valuable people in that same building. So it's a little different. So I would look at that completely different. It's probably some overlap and some of the same people, but nah. I would stream it just on some like streamer shit if I was gonna do Comic-Con. But I was like, I don't really need to go to that shit. But if you need some help, sure. You know what I mean? Me personally, you know what I mean? I go to the cons for the celebs, exactly. And maybe I would know people, maybe I wouldn't. I don't watch TV. I don't watch any TV. I don't watch movies. So I feel like there might be somebody else that could benefit from that ticket more than me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll go and like help with like, cause we're gonna go with Kemet, the character Kemet, KemetComic.com, like I said earlier. We're gonna go with Kemet, and he still might, but because he's a comic character, you know. So I'm like, yeah, whatever we gotta do, I'm there to work. But as far as me like geeking out over something it'd probably be hard for me to really like come to that point. You know what I mean? Whereas TwitchCon is gonna be a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to like, you know what I mean, get content with the people that like to make that type of content. So it's a little different. Though I know I could definitely get some content at Comic-Con as well. But I'm just like, I'm not really in that world like that. Comic-Con in New York. He's talking about Comic-Con in New York, which is probably epic. And that's probably, yeah, they're probably celebrities you wouldn't even think about. Because then it's like, okay, maybe I do like some of these superhero movies. Now I think about it, it's like, I don't know. But it's just, I'm not really, it's not my thing, like for real. People might think that I am into a lot of this shit, but I'm really not at all. Should I go with them? Yeah, it's more a matter of like, you know what's crazy is like is one weekend and then the next weekend is TwitchCon, so it'd be back to back. No, I know. I should go. I just told it like I don't know. For me, like I hate to be like a burden. Like I hate for things to like people to cost me money to do shit, or it's like I feel like he could get this almost the same experience without me there. You know what I mean? I could probably help with some shit, but he could probably, you know, bring Kevin out, get some documentation. You know, I probably wouldn't be shooting it. You know, things like that. You know, but you know, we could still rock though. I told him, I mean, if he needs me, I would do it, but I don't know. It'd be like if somebody like offer you a ticket to like go see like Taylor Swift or something, and you're like, I'm sure that is a good experience, but I'm just not into that type of music, so I'm gonna probably pass low key. But maybe I'm being closed-minded. Maybe Comic-Con is the illest shit in my life. I just, from what I've seen, it's just like, okay, I can appreciate it, but almost from afar. But you're right though, because it's more than just like comics and things like that. It could be any cartoon show. It could be Family Guy or something. It could be, you know, the Boondocks. It could be different things. So I feel you from that regard. I don't know if I'm like a big like convention type of person. I'm kind of like I want to like come in, walk around, and be out type of thing. I'm not really like a come back and like be geeking out about some shit type of dude. BRB. But you know, I probably block my blessings sometimes with some of this shit where I'm like, no, whoa, with the resistance to certain things for no reason. It's more just like the logistics. It's like where I'm like trying to be like kind of on point for TwitchCon. But you know, sometimes you don't. It's not good to block the block it to block the. Yeah, no, that would be a good ass stream, and you don't know who would be at that shit, low key. But it's just more the like. I hate traveling, anyways. I'm like already like don't even. The idea of going to San Diego is already like we gotta do that shit. I'm not lazy. I just like I like to just be like. I don't know. I don't like to open up a whole lot of moving pieces when my piece is already moving. Try to keep it steady, but I start slipping. Springfield raised like a Bart Simpson. Always on the run, been a long sentence. Try a marathon burger worth a long distance. Yeah. 2 hours. Oh shit. We could end this bitch right now. And I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, who's lurking on Twitch though? That could be anyone. Literally. Obviously, it's probably someone that. Yeah, it could go either way. Someone that doesn't like me or someone that is like close to me. So it's like an enemy or family type shit. Or, I mean, literally anybody. But. Hey. Lurkers in the chat. And I told myself too that I wasn't gonna, I was gonna stop. I was gonna stop rejecting opportunities to like spend time and do shit. And I always do it just because it's like, it still is like, I gotta like, being home is like, though I'm probably best when I'm not at home, but it's just like, I like to get into like ways of like me catching up. And so it's like when I travel, it's hard to like catch up on my shit. You feel me? Like, it's hard to catch up on my shit when I'm like traveling, you know? Because you gotta change your whole groove, and then it's like you're suddenly it's like you're not eating the same, you're not eating your groceries, or eating out more, you're buying shit at airports. You know, it's just even like, you might spend $300 just traveling, just buying food at the airport, buying food when you're away, you know, $300-400 sometimes, you know, easily. For real. So, it's shit like that where it's like, you don't think about it, but, and it sounds petty to complain about it, but it's real. Whereas, you know, I could just stay home and do nothing and not spend no money, you know. Not that I'm always stressing over dollar signs, yeah. But it's more or less like, it just is what it is. And it's like, it sounds ungrateful, but it's like, I'm the only one that really has to deal with it, you know. It's like, so, because I know at TwitchCon I'm gonna have to be spending purebred, like, so it's like 2 weeks of that shit. But it's cool though. Sometimes you just gotta, I don't know. I gotta probably change my perspective sometimes about things where it's like, you know. Damn. Yeah, this will be the last glass. The last glass of the night because it's 1 a.m. I feel like if I go to bed soonish, I can get up and do my thing. I have so much to do tomorrow. This is crazy, but I made good stride on my work, so it's all good. I made good stride. I can't complain. I can't complain. Do I have any complaints?
No.
Yeah, that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? After all,
I'm just a stream sniper.
and we gotta get somebody soon.
I hope so.
For real though.
That's the spirit!
Yeah. Yo, I hope Chad watches that one part because I feel like Chad is the only person that I've ever met that's known about that, heard about that. Like he said that to me, and I was like, you remember that shit from the TV show Rocket Power? That's the spirit. This is a random ass episode where this dude said that shit like 6 times in the episode. Random shit. And that's crazy. Chad said he was catching some of my streams, so that's what's up. Shout out Chad. W Chad. W Chad Addison. Google Chad Addison. Addison. CHAD. Chad. Chad Addison. Actor. My homie. Yeah, he was like, yeah, I've been catching your stream. So I'm like, and in my mind, I had a feeling. I was like, yo, this, because I know that some people are like deep subscribed to my shit for like years. So it's like, if you have like YouTube on your TV or whatever, it probably gets pulled, you know what I mean? Because it's going to push long form content and shit like that. So it's just like, oh, I know this person. This is a video. Okay, I'll watch this shit. And I'm talking some shit. The audio quality is decent. The lighting is decent. It only goes up to 720. I'm only streaming 720 because, but we'll do that. We'll do the 1080 soon. I'm in no rush. This is why I don't put it out. You know what I mean? We're just building it. Hello, lurker. Who are you? I would say something in the chat, but you might not be logged in. But it's cool though. Or somebody coming in and out. You know what I mean? But it's all good. Most of these plays come through the VODs on YouTube. That's where I focus on, getting that metadata out, hitting that Google shit. I try to, honestly, it might seem like I'm trying to like just go off the top of my head, but in my mind, like before I do this, I really do try to like think about like what's gonna make a good chapter. Like, so I try to think of like talking points a little bit. So there's like different things for it to like ping to. So it just looks like something, and it is something, you know? Most of the time we just don't go back and like watch our shit and really like try to like catalog it. But that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to catalog it. You will be able to make an AI off of me in the future from all this content. You know what I'm saying? Consistent sound, consistent setup. You're gonna be able to make a fucking AI off of this content.
What up, mama?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. But that's what I'm doing it for. You know, at this point, you know what I mean? Like, besides the therapeutic part of it, the journaling, the consistency part, you know, it's one of those things like whereas you're as a kid, it's like it's like this, you don't want to say it out loud. It's like you want to be famous or whatever. It sounds corny or whatever, but it's like, you know, I just always wanted to be able to create and, you know, yeah, basically create, make art, make projects or whatever, and be able to like just live fucking comfortably, you know? And maybe that doesn't exist. Maybe, you know, there's probably some comfort when you don't have to worry about money, but yeah, what is the saying? More money, more problems. Like, so there's probably like all that too, but yeah, you just want that perfect life. You want that chill life. It's never chill, and that's probably something you gotta just realize. But it's like, you know it when you made it. You know it when shit's different. When you can look back and it's just like, oh yeah, I remember when da 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 da. And I can even look back on my life now and be like, it's not the greatest, but it's like I remember when da 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 da. When shit wasn't, you know, wasn't even like, I didn't even know certain shit was possible. So it's not the best, but it's better than it was. And you know that only counts for to you, really. To other people, they don't give a shit about that. You know what I mean? You can keep that, but man, we out here. We in here. I'm just staying consistent for real. This is all you can do. Is stay consistent. When you have no other resources, consistency is the greatest currency. You have to be consistent, innovative, and creative, and engaging and entertaining. You have to do all that shit, but at the very least, just show up, bro. You'll get better. You get more confident. You get more comfortable. Shit, I didn't show one clip. These last fucking desktops. Well, I showed a couple clips on some other ones, but like barely showing shit. Damn, my shit's I look crazy. Barely showing shit. Just talking straight to the camera for 2 hours. This shit is crazy. I don't know how I'm doing it. I could never do this shit. I hate, in real life, I hate this shit. But, well, I love it now, but, you know, it doesn't even make sense. You know, so. And that's what I love about this shit, because it's kind of like low key like podcasting a little bit, because I always was like, yo, how would you do a podcast by yourself just talking? But it's like you just build up this muscle, and then it's really about like, you don't have to do it like this, but you have this certain structure.
This shit structured.
You have a certain structure to your shit. So then pause. And when you incorporate other people, it's even greater. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost that quest to where it's like, okay, I understand the format, the structure, but now how do we like collaborate and expand off of this idea, this frame, you know? So that's where it is right now, you know? You got to be self-sustainable by yourself, you know what I'm saying? And then, but also have that ability to expand and use others as a asset. That kind of takes you off the hook a little bit, gives you a kind of a direction, because it's like when you stream for so many days, it's kind of like, okay, you kind of understand the formula, and so you're just trying to figure out something different, something new, you know, something that you didn't do already. And, you know, I'm sure if you look back at some of these streams, some are more similar than others, but at the same time, they're all pretty different if you think about it, you know. But I know my shit only starts at like, what, 42 or something on YouTube, but trust, there was older episodes. Twitch will have some of them if they were good, but they weren't all. I've been saving all of these, you know, because I feel like they've been all right since, you know, like today and yesterday are kind of like, I would call them, if I had to call any mid, it would be these, but I'll still save them just because it's, you know, it is what it is. We've been here more or less. It's a different energy. The wine is different, you know. I'm sure I'm a lot more like, I guess, confident about this shit as I would have been like on the 20th day or some shit, you know. But I wasn't even counting the days yet. I had to like, I think I started counting at like day, I don't even know. I would have to look back, but I don't even know if they're all there. That's a good question though. Let me see. Let's see when I started counting. If I even saved those, you know. There was ones where I didn't even save it. Oh, I don't know if I can see it on, shit. Might not work right now. I have to sign in. But yeah, just, you know, doing my thing. Let's see. Okay. I didn't have to put much of my name in. Well, I just want to see, I just want to see when I started labeling these. Let's see. "56, 51, 46, 43, 37, 22. Okay. So I started actually I started putting the dates actually kind of early on, so it's around 20 days, not bad. Interesting. Yo, I forget a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I forget so much. So we've been in this shit, and then just not everything is saved, but all the good ones are saved on Twitch at least. Damn. But now I've been saving all of them since, and I'll run out of space or some shit, but you know, maybe we'll get some new San Diego followers. All right, that's the goal for San Diego. I want to get 5 to 10 more followers while we're there, just on some like, yo, what's your da-da-da, follow my shit, you know. I gotta get some like easy to scan like a QR code, like a business card type shit, that's gonna be useful. But the key is getting those right on the spot. Fuck. 2 hours. Do we go for 2 hours 30? Or do I just cap it when I want? I don't know when to cap it. I don't know. 2:20 is a good time though for stream. I just keep going. What else do I want to talk about? Shit. I mean, it's just stay tuned for the weekend. We're about to be wildin'. Like, I don't think people understand. But we gotta be safe. That's the key. We gotta be safe. We're gonna be super safe this weekend. That's the key. Super safe. But wildin'. So there might be a hotel stream, might be a to be named place stream. There might be some walking around. There might be a beach stream, you know? So stay tuned. Hopefully I'll do all the things that were mentioned and some that were not as mentioned. But I don't want to make it about me. But if Monique will graciously let me stream on her birthday, we're gonna be streaming. If not, we'll just hit you with the I woke up in a new city type of vibe, you know. So we'll see how it goes. It'll be good either way. It's gonna be fire. Kick, if you're watching Savrosa, is he from Dago or what? If so, we gotta do the collab stream for the kick one good time. And if it's Sabrosa and I'm saying it wrong, my bad. But I thought it was Sabrosa. I gotta check the thing. Yeah, I gotta start being more grateful. I gotta start taking the opportunities in life. But I'm always trying to just save people money and time and energy. I love efficiency. I hate when time is wasted. I hate when people overpay for things. Not hate it, but like it's like, damn, you could have just, damn. And I'm not talking about like overpaid by like $10 or $20. I mean like by thousands, you know. Yeah. I love the soundboard. It's cool. I don't know what other sounds I need. I always think of them in the moment, but there was like some the other night that I was trying to write down. I just completely forgot. I need a, so yo, watch, wait till these AI agents and assistants where you could, actually, I think I have agent on my, they try to introduce it on chat, but it was just kind of like, okay, like, what the fuck? Yeah, we should try that later to see how that works. AI agents are coming. I've been talking about AI agents for the past year. I've been trying to be like, what's his name, William Tell? What is that song called? Revolt? No. Sorry. I'm faded. Should I just end the stream here? Mine is, all right. Should I go to 10 more minutes? All right, we'll go 10 more minutes. We'll go 10 more minutes. We're potting right now. We're talking this shit right now. Where do we go? Okay. I always have some shit to talk about at some point. I honestly, I just love streaming. I'm addicted to streaming. I'm really addicted to it. It's like it's kind of how I felt about rap the first time I got introduced to like rapping. It reminds me of that because it's just like I just want to like try all the cool shit and I want to explore and create some new shit. Like it's like it really feels fresh. You know, it kind of reminds me of like, well, it doesn't remind me, but it makes me think like, is this how when hip hop came out, like all the kids felt and were like, I need to participate in this shit. And you know, obviously, it's not every kid will participate, but it's like the ones that do. It feels like it's the same new energy, kind of obscure, kind of hard to understand, esoteric almost in certain ways, because it's almost like not everything is explained. It's like if you know type of thing, or if you like need to ask, you will never know type of thing. So it's kind of like that, very inside jokey and everything. So that's what it reminds me of, you know, just like that new wave of like new art form. And like not knowing, you know, that Biggie Smalls line where he's like, I never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Imagine, never thought that streaming would take it this far. Like, what does that mean, you know? But, or everybody streaming, or streaming is everything. Like imagine, like, I think it already kind of exists, but it's like kids, like imagine like the classroom being streamed so kids can like watch their, so parents can watch their students in class. That would probably solve a lot of problems. And the kids that know how to finesse and knows that their mom don't really watch it like that, it's like, I was waving at you, mom, you didn't tell me. And he's already gamed her up to see that she's not really watching it like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit like that. I feel like the classroom should be fucking filmed if it's not already. There probably is surveillance cameras in the classroom, but it should be available to the parents so they can see. It would probably help the teachers a lot too. Like, yo, I'm not making this up. Your student is out of pocket. Shit like that, where just everything is live streamed. Cops just is always being live streamed. I always had this vision of like clubs and things being live streamed, and then maybe like people would pay like a membership fee to be able to like look in at the club and be like, oh, is it popping or not? Okay, which would also probably fuck things up because there's that chance people, you know, you still want people to come in and pay. So shit like that, but just charge a lot to go look inside the club real quick, so that they make what they would have made or half of what they made if you would have came there or not, type of shit. Like $50 a fucking month or some shit to look inside the club. Streaming, where else? Yeah, just be able to like look at like any street corner and be able to look at it currently and like just look in on some surveillance shit. Like they already have that shit with certain ones. But it's like just open them all up where they're just nice, easy to, you know, so everybody could watch like if something crazy was happening like at a certain location. I think that'd be cool. Where else? Maybe like at the grocery store, so you could like see if some shit's available on the shelf, or like every store. You know, concerts already exist. You know, people. The fact that, think about this shit. We have this device. It can broadcast the real world to an infinite amount of people fast in real time. Like, shit's barely even delayed anymore with streams. That's what's crazy. It used to be like a couple minute delay or like a good minute and a half delay. Now it's like 10 seconds at the most now, you know? It's wild. The technology is insane nowadays. Yeah. GG. Here, we could throw up the GG. Do I have one over here? Yeah, we'll do both. GG chat. It's just one of those nights. Damn, Cake's been light. Cake used to be, I don't know, this is the weirdest shit. When I start early, I don't know when the right time is, but the only thing you can do is be consistent. That's the only thing that works. I swear. Like, just be consistent. When in doubt, just keep doing it. Because you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's just elbow. It's just the ganja, I swear. We got 4 more minutes until I get out of here. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Even the ones that are lurking on the low, who I cannot see, but I still appreciate you. I don't know why that shit cut off randomly. But it's all good. It's all good. If you're not following, follow. If you're not logged in, log in. Give me a follow. Mine as well. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Kick, follow me, subscribe on YouTube. It really helps out. If you really want to help out, you can subscribe. Mine as well. And it is what it is. We got about 3 minutes until I go off. We got to hit the 2.5 hour mark. We did 2 hours yesterday. I think we did 2 hours the night before. I'd have to double check. I'm just in this shit to, you know, I do this shit really for me. Don't worry about the numbers. The numbers will grow, and they are growing every time. Every time I go live, the numbers grow. So it's just like, it's just gonna be a thing. Soon it'll be like 100 viewers on every video, and then it'll be 200, and it'll be 300, and then 5, and then 1,000 would be like, you know, and then, you know, go from there. But, you know, you gotta start from somewhere. And I'm not promoting, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the numbers are the numbers. I just want to see how, because it has to work in the normal algorithm, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I can get fucking X amount of my people to watch it, but what the fuck is the point of that? But why? That doesn't make sense. To like, oh yeah, I got 700 people to view this video, and it's like all people that already fucking know you. Who the fuck cares? Like there are certain situations where that matters, but in this circumstances, like, no, like I need 700 of people that don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So it can't be fucking 500 people that know you and 200 that don't. It should be like the other way around. There's really no point, you know? It's like, yeah, I'm glad that you know 1,000 people, but that doesn't count, bro. Like, to some degree, like, if you want those people to come to your party, yes, but if you, nah, bro. I don't know. We got 1 minute left until blast off. Definitely stay tuned into the Kyle Young TV on Twitch and the Kyle Young on Kick and Kyle Young on YouTube. I'm going to be keeping these streams going around 100. That's where we're going to go to level 3. This is actually level 2. How do we upgrade? Well, we added the intro titles, these shits. Man. So that was like a cool little upgrade real quick. And a couple other things we added. We also added streaming to YouTube too. So that was the next phase. So in this level 3, it will include the promos, the flyers to my social media. It'll be more outreach, you know, the more focused on followers and things like that. But, you know, I just wanted to experiment with the platform just to see if I liked it, you know what I'm saying? But I'll get like some sort of like business card with the QR code that goes either to my link tree or whatever, you know, just to have it that handy, like, yo, what's your shit? And it's like I already have the fucking business cards in my pocket type shit. And we just keep it rocking, you know? And also trying to like figure out a more structured program, you know? I kind of like the rawness. It would probably still be raw, but it's not even structured, but just kind of like up in the game on like the streams, like the concepts a little bit, you know, things like that. But that would be level 3 for me. And there's still room to grow, level 4, level 5, which I cannot define right now because we have to see how level 3 goes. and then we move on from there. But I have my ideas, but certain ideas require certain resources, and it is what it is. So again, appreciate you, Ty, appreciate you, Monique, and I'll catch you on day 77, a good one. It's gonna be a Friday, and